Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on PIB monthly compilation and I'll be discussing PIB for the month of January. So whatever important news that were reported in the government website of PIB, we'll understand that and something that would be again very important for prelims and mains examination. So let's get started. So how we are going to discuss the entire session. So this session is divided into four parts. The first would be from the general studies paper 2, whatever news that is important in GS2, we are bifurcated on that. Second, followed by general studies paper 3, some foreign policy related news, and again some short liner that is relevant specifically for the prelims examination. So without any further delay, let's get started. And if you're new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video informative and helpful, do not forget to press a like button. So starting the session with General Studies Paper 2 first, whatever news that has appeared for the month of January, we have bifurcated it, and some of the news that is important for GS Paper 2. Among them, the first include SAMARTH. What is this SAMARTH all about? So recently, the Union Power Secretary has chaired the second meeting of the steering committee that is for the SAMARTH. SAMARTH is known as National Mission for the Use of Biomass in Coal-Based Thermal Power Plants. Right? Again, something very important in terms of coming to an area where India would be reaching to its thermal power capacity. So what is National Mission on the use of biomass and thermal power plants? So this mission aims to address the issue of air pollution. As we know that during the recent meeting of COP26, the issue of climate change was highlighted and India has already promised a net zero emissions by 2070. So in line of that, this is something very important where जो stubble burning की problems हैं, even to reduce the carbon footprint in thermal power generation would be the main aim. Second, it aims to facilitate the overcoming constraint in supply chain, जहाँ पे जो biomass pellets होंगे या फिर agro residues जो हैं like stubble burning and other stuffs would be transported to the power plant, right? So it can be substantially used by the power sector. Now it is also considered regulatory issues in terms of bio co-firing. So यहाँ पे bio co-firing के through भी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो use की जाएगी and other than it would be aiding the power sector to boost their overall capacity. Now, banking on electric vehicles in India, Niti Aayog ने recently एक report table किया. We'll see the detail of this. So recently, Niti Aayog has released a report titled "Banking on Electric Vehicles in India." Right? ये एक ऐसी report है which outlines the need and importance for inclusion of electric vehicles in RBI priority sector lending. Something very important for your prelims examination. इस तरह के points अक्सर UPSC आपसे पूछेगी exams में. The report has been developed by Niti Aayog in collaborations with US non-profit organization that is RMI, Rocky Mountain Institute. उनके India branches ने इसे काम किया. Now, background about this report. So, bank and NBFC, जितनी भी non-banking financial companies in India, उनके पास एक potential है कि वो electric vehicles market के size को increase कर सकते हैं, right? It can reach up to $5 billion by 2025, and even it can reach up to 3.7 lakh crore by 2030. However, अगर retail finance की बात करें for electric vehicle, it has been slow to uptake. Because of the COVID-19, the performance of the sector was not optimal. Now, if you talk about the financial institutions that has been important aspects in terms of playing a role to accelerate the overall electronic vehicles, to India में financial institution, even the triple P model would be helping to overcome this problem in chunks. Now, how the priority sector is going to help in this sector? तो अगर PSL की बात करें, PSL as priority sector lending, it aims to expand the financial access, चाहे वो employment support opportunities की बात की जाए इंडिया में या और भी किसी दूसरे aspects पे. So to meet and even to meet the goals, ये है specifically highlight की गई RBI की तरफ से, where EV, that is the electric vehicle segment, can use the cases based parameters. 5 important parameters हैं that has to be used. First is socio-economic potential. Second, livelihood generation potential. Third is scalability, technological economic viability क्या है projects की, and the last is stakeholder acceptability. So this is how the priority sector is going to help, which would be again aided and supported by the Reserve Bank of India. Stone idol of god head Yogini. Again, something very important. This news is also important for general studies paper 1. Although I have kept in general studies paper 2 because यहाँ पे एक bilateral relationship की भी issues है दूसरे countries के साथ. So the 10th century stone idol, that is the goat head Yogini, that has been illegally removed from the temple in Lukhari village in the Bandara district of Uttar Pradesh, has been returned to India from the United Kingdom. So this is the reason this has been included in general studies paper 2, because it comes under a bilateral relationship between India and other important countries. So कुछ key points की बात करें, the stone idol has been stolen in 1980. Or this goat-headed Yoni has received from the High Commission on the auspicious day of Makar Sankranti, जहाँ पे ये dispatch की गई थी Archaeological Survey of India, which is there in New Delhi. So Archaeological Survey of India is something which is taking care of all the monuments, their protections and overall habitat, right? So ASI के बारे में भी आपसे सवाल पूछे जा सकते हैं. So make sure you read how the formation of ASI took place and what is functioning. Now, the sculptures of goat-headed Yogini is originally belonged to the group of stone deities in sandstone, which is installed in Lukhari temple. And Yogini is a group of powerful female divines associated with the tantric mode of worship. So these points would be again important for the prelims examination. Now, they are worshipped as a group of 64 and they are believed to possess infinite power. So these are some of the mythological powers, or you can say the assumptions that is ongoing. Now, MOU for the promotion of good governance. So recently, in order to promote inclusiveness and good governance, जो लोकल इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल पे गवर्नमेंट ने कोशिश की है, जो नेशनल सेंटर फॉर गुड गवर्नेंस है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एंड द नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन फॉर रूरल डेवलपमेंट एंड पंचायती राज, दे हैव साइंड अ मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग टू वर्क अपॉन दिस, राइट? एंड दिस वुड इंश्योर कि जो सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट है गुड गवर्नेंस को लेकर के, दैट शुड come up, and even it should set a precedent and case for many other states as well. So the main purpose of this agreement is to focus on collaborative activities where they would be drawing up two national institutions जहाँ पे good governance mechanism को promote की जाएगी across all the programs and scheme. तो कुछ अगर की म्यूचुअल एरियाज और इंटरेस्ट की बात करें, फर्स्ट इज लेवरेजिंग ई गवर्नेंस एंड पंचायत लेवल, सेकेंड इज डॉक्यूमेंटिंग गुड गवर्नेंस मॉडल एट पंचायत लेवल, और जो लास्ट है सिंप्लीफिकेशंस ऑफ फॉर्म other than best practices of the rural governance. So these are the key important components upon which these two collaboration, or you can say MOU, would be working upon. So ये focus area होंगे इनके. Now about NCGG, this is an autonomous institution under the aegis of Department of Administrative Reform and Public Grievances, the Government of India. इसकी head office न्यू दिल्ली में है, branch office in मसूरी. Now some news that is again relevant for general studies paper 3, we'll see one by one. So first is chip to startup program. As you know that Ministry of Electronic and Information, they have invited applications for chip to startup program from academia, research and development organization, startup and micro, small and medium enterprises. तो एक application start की गई है electronic ministry की तरफ से, so that the chip manufacturing India although have PLI scheme in this regard also, but the important point is that India want to be Atmanirbhar in this aspect, right? So what is the aim? First is the chip to startup program, which aims to train almost 85,000 number of high quality and qualified engineers. उनको एक very large scale integration बताई जाएगी जहाँ पे embedded system design as well as other component, that is application specified integrated circuits, वर्किंग प्रोटोटाइप या फिर 20 सिस्टम चिप्स आईपी को रिपोजिटरीज के जो हैं वो 5 साल के लिए उनको ट्रेन की जाएगी एंड दे वुड बी वर्किंग अंडर दिस प्रोग्राम. सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इनिशिएटिव इज अ लॉन्ग टर्म मेजर टेकन बाय द गवर्नमेंट टू इंश्योर कि इस तरह के जो चिप स्टार्टअप प्रोग्राम है जो कि सेमीकंडक्टर्स में भी बाद में हेल्प कर सकते हैं, इट कैन वर्क अपॉन अ प्रोग्रेस. Now, कुछ की हाईलाइट्स अगर इस प्रोग्राम की बात करें, दिस वुड बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड एट अबाउट 100 एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस, रिसर्च और डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. चाहे आप बात करें कंट्रीज के जो प्रीमियर इंस्टीट्यूशंस है लाइक IIT, NITs, ट्रिपल ITs, गवर्नमेंट प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस एंड रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. नाउ C2S प्रोग्राम वुड एड्रेस द एंटिटी ऑफ वैल्यू चेन इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, जैसे कि क्वालिटी मैन पावर ट्रेनिंग हो गई, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट, हार्डवेयर एंड IP डिजाइंस, सिस्टम डिजाइंस, prototype designing, deployment of academia, institutions, research and development and other establishment. So the main aim is to upgrade the part of system and to enhance the level of chip production in our country. Now, under this program, जो institutions होंगे, जो expertise होंगे, जो technological readiness level है, that has to be designed in such a manner that it is actually helping different categories of people. Which are the different categories? First would be the design development of system, development of application orientation working prototype, proof of concept orientation research and development. उसके बाद जो CDAC है, that is Center for Development of Advanced Computing, एक scientific society है which is working under MIT, Ministry of Electronic and Communications, एक nodal body की तरह काम करेगी for this particular programs. Now, Purple Revolution, very very important scheme for Jammu and Kashmir. Aroma missions के अंदर इसको लाई गई है. We'll see the detail of this, and this is something specifically very important for your prelims examination. Now, the Union Minister for State and Science and Technology has said that the Purple Revolution in Jammu and Kashmir is going to contribute to a startup India, specifically in Jammu and Kashmir region. So, what is more about this Purple Revolution? So, this is a part of Aroma mission that was launched by Union Minister for Science and Technology through Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, right? Purple Revolutions का नाम दिया गया इसे. It began to introduce high-level essential oil-bearing lavender crops, जो कि जम्मू कश्मीर के laboratory based है वहाँ पे, Indian Institute of Integrated Medicines, Doda Kistawa region, right? Which is in Rajouri region. And this is something which would be very important for the areas including Ramban and Pulwama, right? तो जो वहाँ पे इस तरह की पर्पल रिवोल्यूशंस हैं, जो वहाँ लेवेंडर्स ऑयल हैं, उनकी एक बहुत पोटेंशियल मार्केट है ग्लोबली भी और इंडिया में भी. सो इन अ ब्रीफ स्पैन ऑफ टाइम, अरोमा और लेवेंडर कल्टिवेशन कैन बिकम अ पॉपुलर ऑप्शन फॉर द फार्मिंग एंड एग्री स्टार्टअप, राइट? We have seen that most aroma oil which is used in industry, not only in India but across world, it has been huge demand और इसकी productions इंडिया में काफ़ी अच्छी हो सकती है, but we need to align the people working for it. Now, objective is to take advantage of geographical conditions. जो homegrown market है, जो यहाँ के farmers हैं, उनको trained किया जाए, and they should come up for more and more productions. And to empower domestic farmers, support India aromatic crop, agro economy है that has to import aromatic oils, increasing homegrown varieties, and there are multiple varieties. A good quality of purple flowers, or you can say aromatic oil, can be produced here itself. Now, how the purple economy is going to enlarge? क्या इसकी road map है? So, lavender oil की अगर बात करें, it sell for at least 10,000 per liter. You can see the cost. And accordingly, ये कहा गया है CSI और Indian Institute of Integrated Medicine जो जम्मू है, इन्होंने ये एक estimations निकाली है. The farmer will get the help from IIM, that is Integrated Institute of Medicine, ताकि वो अपने produce को sell कर पाएं. And Mumbai-based companies and the manufacturing of aromatic products have been the primary user or buyer of this product. So these companies produce lavender extract from the farmer in Doda, in Jammu and Kashmir, and Rajouri, Ramban, and Pulwama region of Aroma mission in 2008. Now, as a part of this increasing missions, the lavender cultivation is also provided in the employment of district, जो खास करके ऐसे regions हैं where women can also be a participatory portion in this initiative. So ये कोशिश की गई है कि women farmers को भी include किया जाए. They should also have a livelihood options. Now the other news, that is World Economic Forum Davos agenda. So recently Prime Minister ने address किया World Economic Forum Davos agenda को via video conferencing, and this meeting in the Davos, that is in Switzerland, has all the top leaders across the globe that basically aims to shape the global, regional, and industries agenda. So what was the initiative that was taken under this forum? So several initiative was marked. The first among them is to accelerate the race of net zero emission. India has already set a target for 2070. Now other is to ensure the opportunity for nature positive solutions, create cyberspace resilience, strengthen global value chain है उसको, building economy in fragile market through humanitarian investigation, bridging the manufacturing of the vaccines, because we have seen many countries still do not have a proper access of the number of vaccines that is essentially required. India या फिर और कुछ ऐसे advanced developed countries उनके पास productions हैं, but largely mostly country they are importing from other countries, right? तो productivity जो है उसको increase करनी है, manufacturing है उसको increase करनी है. The use of data solutions to prepare the next pandemic. Anything we have to prepare. We don't know that what is going to happen next. We have seen third COVID wave also. So for any future pandemic wave, we have to be prepared. Now, key highlights of the Prime Minister address, Mr. Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He has addressed some of the important aspects. So he talked about Corona time, where India has saved many people via supplying medicines and vaccines. So he called for the vision of One Earth, One Health. And India is the world's third largest pharmaceutical producer, that is considered to be the pharmacy of world. And India is committed to become world reliable partner in terms of supply chain, making ways for free trade agreement for many countries. FTA की अगर बात करें recent में ऑस्ट्रेलिया और ऐसे बहुत सारे countries हैं, you can see which India is working with to promote the free trade agreement. Now India is making policies to keep in mind with the next 25 years, जहाँ पे एक specific high growth and saturation for wellness and welfare की बात कही गई है. Now, Prime Minister was also referring to Mission Life. Mission Life is like movement which can be have into a strong foundation called Pro Planet People. P3 की बात की गई है जहाँ पे lifestyle for environment एक ऐसी विजन होगी जो सस्टेनेबल लाइफस्टाइल को प्रमोट करेगी, डीलिंग विद द क्लाइमेट चेंज क्राइसिस एंड अदर प्रेसिडेंटेड चेंजेस और challenges that we can have in future. Now, some foreign policy related news. First is with regards to United Kingdom. India and UK के बीच में जो relations है, Union Finance Minister has addressed India-UK meet for sustaining food productions under environmental stress. And this is a collaborations between two nations on mutual concerns like achieving goal for food security and zero hunger. Right? Now, other between India and Denmark has agreed to initiate a research and development of green fuels, which include green hydrogens during the joint science and technology committees and meeting. Now, India and Sri Lanka has extended the existing science and technology cooperation for more than 3 years, जहाँ पे focus की गई है like waste water technology, biotech, sustainable agriculture, aerospace engineering, robotics, big data analytics, artificial intelligence या फिर इस तरह के जो industries collaborations हैं वो भी की जाएगी between India and Sri Lanka, and this was also a part of 5th Joint Committee on Science and Tech Cooperations. Now, some short-liner news. This news specifically is for the prelims examination. So, the Department of Promotion and Industries has an internal trade that has organized the first ever Startup Innovations Week from 10 to 16th of Jan 2022. And this in this startup world, 2021, India has recognized the year of unicorn, जहाँ पे 40 plus unicorn added किए गए हैं इस साल. Now, our startup represent 55 industries across 633 districts, right? And every state and UTs have created almost 6 lakh jobs since 2016. So the startup culture in India is already increasing. Government has also come up with some policy, but to a larger extent, government has to provide more support so that these people can come up. Now, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, this is the National Rural Livelihood Mission that has observed Agri-Nutrition Garden Week from 10th of January to 17th of January. एक harness campaign established की गई है where agri-nutrient rurals in the household would be promoted, right? जो agri-nutrients gardens हैं उनको promote करने की कोशिश की गई है rural household में. Now, to support rural household to have a agri-nutrient garden and to fulfill the family nutrition, this excess proportion can also be used as source of income where they can sell their product also, right? So ये दोनों schemes applicable. Now, BrahMos supersonic cruise missile with an increased indigenous content and improved performance, it was successfully test fired from the integrated range of Chandipur coast of Odisha, right? और ब्रह्मोस के बारे में आपको मैंने पहले बताया, ब्रह्मपुत्र is a river in India and Moskva is a river in Russia, जहाँ पे इन दोनों नाम की collaboration की गई है. So this was all about the most important part of the news that was reported in the month of January. And we have a lot more other initiatives for you in our YouTube, that is daily news and editorial analysis, which I cover from two important newspapers from the Hindu and Indian Express, IAS GAZETTE magazine, FCA, PIB, MPR, and gist of YOJNA and Kurukshetra. Very soon we'll be publishing the MPR also. You can check it out. Right. So this was all about the discussion. Right. We will meet in next session. For time being, thank you so much for listening to this video.